had a chance to ask the character in this movie a question, what would it be? I wanted to know from Todd from eHarmony, why Walter Mitty? Why do you care so much about Walter Mitty? Obviously, it's all good and it pays off, and it's he's such a likable character because anytime you're dealing with any kind of support person, which I've been on the other side of that, I think you have too.
You used to with the catalog with clothing?
J
Hey,
Crew,
crew.
yeah. But it's like why are you so happy and so persistent, and why do you care about Walter so much?
He gets
And
in those follow-up calls as well.
yeah, I mean, he always, not only does he bail him out, literally bail him out of jail, but he
Yeah,
just keeps calling him when he's on he's in
like the mountain top.
Afghanistan. Yeah. And here comes Todd from
And he's got
eHarmony.
this very positive, uplifting voice. Hey,
Perfect
Walter, how's it
casting.
going? Like you can't be in a sad mood if that guy is calling you on the phone.
Yeah, you're like, I can't hang up on this guy because he's so nice, even though I can't breathe because I'm at like 18,000 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's so good. I think the casting of him is so perfect.
I thought the movie was well cast. I was trying to think of if there was anyone that I would replace with anything, because I think the last couple movies I've mentioned, or at least the first couple, I've mentioned recasting certain parts. Um, I think the casting was spot on.
Hmm.
Now I know in the past Jim Carrey was once attached to be Walter Mitty. Um, in
Wow, I
the
didn't know that.
late '90s, I think, maybe early 2000s, and there was a couple other people. I've actually done some research since I've watched it. Like today, I looked up some stuff. But yeah, it's. I think the casting they did a really good job
Yeah. What
on
about
that.
you? What anything you would ask?
Um,
Any character?
I don't really, I didn't really have anything that I would really want to know, but I did want to ask Walter Mitty. You know, you've worked and you've seen Sean's photos and you see what your magazine does and all the photos that are in there and all the grand things. Why have you waited until now? Why, you've had these fantasies your whole life,
Yeah.
or it would make me believe that he has. So why would you choose? I don't know how old his character is supposed to be. Probably in his 40s, I'd say early 40s, late 30s, something like that. Why have you chosen now to do this? Was it the spark of Sean O'Connell? Hey, I need this negative, so I'm going to have to find it. That's hard for me to believe because I'm sure there's been a negative lost or something in other parts of his job, not just then. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like there would be like, I would just ask him, why did you choose now to be a turning point in your life? Instead of going down the straight, narrow road that you went through, 40, 45 years, now you decide to veer off and go in this adventurous direction. Was it because you liked this girl and you wanted to talk to her on eHarmony? Was that what prompted this? I guess that would be what I would ask.
What did you think about his arc? This is a new question that you added. What do you think about his arc in the film?
I thought he had a really good character arc
Mhm.
because you see at the very beginning of the film that he doesn't live what you would say a bad life, but I wouldn't consider his character a super happy character. He's in
Yeah.
the dark of the negative room. I guess the dark room would be what it would be called.
Yeah.
Um, and he's not really got a lot of stuff going on for him. So as you see the progression of his character, he takes chances that he would never have taken in the past. And it reminded me of a character he played in Along Came Polly, where he plays Ruben Pfeiffer. He's a risk management assessment person. Have you seen Along Came Polly?
I haven't seen it.
So in that movie, people try to get insurance, and he pretty much can give them insurance whether or not, depending on the risk of what they do in their life. If they're a jumper, skydiver, or a swimmer or race car driver, he assesses their risk through that. Now, in this particular movie, Walter Mitty, he's just pretty much taking the plunge once he's like once the jerk character Mike Hendricks, was that what it was?
Ted. Ted
Ted.
Hendricks.
Ted Hendricks. So once Ted comes in there, I think without Ted and probably without the lead female, I'm not sure, I can't remember her name in the movie, but without those two characters, his character arc doesn't start.
Cheryl.
Cheryl, because without those two things, what is he working for? To impress Sean O'Connell, to make another good edition of the magazine. So I think where he ends up at the end, as to oppose where he started, is pretty much a great character arc. What's going on?
I think it's the Michigan Air Guard or something just flew over.
Now you saw Blue Angels yesterday.
Yeah, we had the Blue Angels yesterday, a little bit earlier, and I forgot that these guys are flying by. Yeah, Blue Angels flew by us, Chicago, and Indianapolis yesterday, and then the Michigan, I guess, Air Guard or something, just flew by, and I forgot that they were coming by. So that's cool. Anyway, sorry.
So what did you think about the character?
I thought so I'll take a different view on it. I like to see. I think the moment I noticed his arc was when he's sitting with Ted from eHarmony, and he's got a beard. He's wearing like a sweater, kind of, but he's like a little ratty. He's a little like not put together as he typically was. When at the whole beginning of the movie, he's wearing that little jacket. He's got the little tie on, the white shirt, black pants.
He's got the briefcase.
Mm-hmm. I think, and he's clean cut and everything. So I think that was the moment that I felt I really saw his character reach the arc. At that point, he fought the transportation, the TSA. He is completely a different person.
Yeah.
And you could see it physically in his the way that he dressed and the way that he carried himself. So that's when I was like, oh, that's a really good arc.
Yeah, I thought so too.